Hey, how's it going, everyone? We're going to be checking out me playing ball on defense first round and then attack. You know the drill. We're mostly going to be covering as to like how to tank, general good ideas of tanking, and like how to play as a team as wrecking ball, or like doing what's best for the team. Let's just jump into it. As ball, you're kind of like an anchor to the payload. You just slow it down. The objective here is to get as much attention from the enemy team and to stall the payload. Dealing damage is great to build your ultimate and to finish off players, but what you want to do is just, your main objective is just to slow down the payload. That's the objective. Whenever you can, just slam and roll around and push everyone off, cause chaos in the background. And whenever you get in trouble, try to make sure to run to your team to get healing. As a tank, you gotta be not afraid to take damage. You gotta like embrace it. You're like, oh, I'm taking damage. This is good. You're taking damage. That's what you're supposed to do. You're a tank. You are a sponge for damage. If you're taking damage, that means your team is not taking damage. Team is not taking damage, then they're able to do the thing that they need to do in order to win. So, like just like what you're doing. And playing this ball, you're gonna get a lot of hate, both from the enemy team and your allies, because, well, I mean, not a lot of people play ball the way that I do, or that I should say that we do. Here, this corner right here, you see this? See this corner right here, how it turns? It's very important to hold these corners. I would prefer everyone to lose a fight here. If they were to lose a fight here. Here, I got 4 people on me. Just trying to stall the cart. Fortunate that we died there. Okay. Dying is bad. Try your best not to die. In most scenarios, try not to die. But at the same time, if someone were to die in the game, best case scenario is probably the death of a tank. That's, well, if you live long enough, that would be it. Here we mines, just to make it awkward. I thought I was gonna die, and we did die. So I just pooped out my mines. Okay, I hope this slows them down a little bit. I could roll around and deal damage by rolling and slamming, but what I like to do is just stay alive on the car as much as possible. The Ash did a pretty good job here. I like to hold these entrances because there's this right. You see my thumbs? The thumbs are like walls or like my protective barrier, so I like to go around it. And always play with the payload. I don't have the best value that the ball brings is an anchor to the payload. All he has to do is exist as long as possible on the payload and survive. Ooh. I'm not sure what I saw there, but we died there. I wonder if we won the fight. On the fight continued on the payload. There was a bad mistake. A lot of times when I go out and become turret, like turn more, like your head is out. Like the amount of damage that you get dealt by getting dealt damage in the head is a lot, man. It's too much for me to risk coming out of ball form a lot. I just like staying ball form so much so that it's just like, what's the point of playing ball if you're not in ball form? When the enemy team ults, I like to play cart as much as possible. Because it just nullifies their ultimate, like their push. Like, oh, you're ulting? Well, I guess I'll just not let you push the payload while you're ulting. Just making it absolutely useless. I mean, aside from, you know, the great value that gotta make it. Ooh. Here, I would like to die on the cart before it's captured. Like, I'll do my best to survive on it, but I'm trying to die on it until overtime. I only want to die during overtime, best or at worst, however you may see it. I believe we die here. It would be amazing if we survive here. Wow. Dude, we had like 10 HP. A lot of times I just like touch the payload and then run. Touch the payload and then run. Or touch the payload, hide. Touch the payload, hide. Touch the payload, hide. And then when it feels appropriate, I just mine. Wow, look at that suck to the Orisa. The Orisa got sucked. I'm gonna die here. Yep. The momentum was stopped by the Cassidy. There's a lot that they can stop with the ball. Usually I like to swap like during these times. Oh wow, we're winning this fight. I like to swap to like Reinhardt when the objective is near the end. He has a big shield. He likes just really good at stalling the payload when you're near spawn. It depends. You know, like with experience, like sometimes it feels like it would be better. Like sometimes it would feel better if you were playing Reinhardt. Like if you have that feeling inside, like I'd probably survive 2 seconds longer as Reinhardt than do it, because those 2 seconds are better. As a tank, you're mostly trying to keep the fight alive as long as possible, while stalling the payload and absorbing as much damage as possible. Alright, so they capped. Usually on defense, you're gonna have to have like a really strong mental, because on defense, you're gonna die a lot. Who do we go here? Play ball? On attack, I like to play DPS instead of play ball. We play Pharah here. Whatever reason. We just play Pharah. I might swap here. I like to push 3 on payload just because like it's max speed on 3. And if I'm not dealing damage or I don't see an enemy to hit, then I just push payload. But if I'm engaging in the battle, then, you know, just deal damage. Build up your ult. Play with your tank. If your tank does something stupid, go with stupid. If your teammate does something stupid and they're alone, like don't let them die alone. Get in there and try your best to die with them. If anything, don't let your team die alone. Okay, never let them do that. I know you're gonna face a lot of dumb people and they're gonna get you killed, but rather it's probably, I don't know, man. I got to Diamond 5 or Diamond 4 and this general idea got me there. That is it. Don't let your team die alone. I don't know what I'm shooting at. Oh, we're getting pushed back. Ooh, that's unlucky. Ooh, the support team took out the Junker Queen. Amazing. You see how the enemy team, like, they kind of like lost that fight, is dying early or dying too late, or not, or they were all just dying alone. Or Genji Blade missed. I like to say miss a lot. Like if I miss my slam, or I miss the kill, or I miss my shots, or I miss the payload, it's just like I use miss and failure like the same, but I hate saying failure because it feels bad to say I failed. So I'd rather say I missed. Here I try to stay away from the beam with the Zarya, and I push her back with the pushback of the Pharah. And here I'm trying to take or deal damage so I can get my ultimate. Do I have my ultimate? I do have my ultimate. I set up for next fight, and then this is what happens: me getting comfortable. Deleted. Soldier caught me by surprise. See what my team does here. Positioning is very important for supports. I feel like supports should be having a high ground as much as possible, just like DPS players. Playing DPS and support and you're not on the high ground, you're probably not doing great or as much as or best as possible for the match, but just depends. Depends a lot. We're keeping the Pharah ult. Let's see how we do with the Pharah ult. I have the Mercy Pocket with me. The fight is right here. It's getting hot. We use our ultimate. Do we get any kills? We get the Juno. The Zarya chases the Pharah, and we're okay because we got the Mercy next. We should be pushing the payload, but that's very soon. Zarya is there. We should be killing a Zarya. That's paying attention to our Ana. Our Ana needs desperate help. Here I like to play with the tank. If I'm playing DPS, I like to be like next to the tank, next to my tank. Just because my tank is there to take damage and attention. And once I start getting attention as DPS, then I like to like run away and let my tank finish the job. If there is a job. What I like to say is win fast and lose with grace. This is what this game teaches. Like, lose with grace, alright? If you're losing and you're being a toxic piece of crap, then you're gonna lose harder. Alright? Just like a lot of my jobs that I had in previous life. It's just like, dude, if you're having a bad day, keep it to yourself, because this is professional work. Being a professional means you have to be tough. As in, like, you know, tough, man. Be tough for the team. Tough for yourself. Be tough for the team. Be a stone. Oh my god, I'm getting chased. Somehow, I get the soldier here. Oh my goodness. In all ranks, from, I would argue, from bronze to freaking top 500, it's all the same. People make mistakes, and you know, just try to capitalize on those mistakes. Half this game is looking for the enemy team making a mistake and you. What I should be doing here is pushing further and dealing more damage like a Junkrat, just like shooting into the bucket of fish and just hope for the best. The Nano Blade happens. See how the Zarya didn't touch? The Zarya was kind of afraid of dying. As a tank, don't be afraid to die. Here during overtime, I like to play payload because they have to push the payload. So if I stall the payload as much as possible, you know, it's the same deal. Like, it's also very demoralizing. You go into overtime into the third round and you barely push the payload, and then the enemy team has 3 minutes. I try to listen for hog hook. I swear half this game is just listening to the sound cue So if you're not playing with sound, like, damn, man, I feel bad for you, dog. The Ramacho is doing an amazing work by holding this corner. He holds this corner, it's just so good. Man, we almost got those guys. Honestly, I should have done more to help the Ramatra, but all I could do is like slam and like roll. I could shoot, but there would be healing, like they healed each other. Oof, I got pushed away. What a hoggle. Here I'm trying to push the team so they're like awkwardly trying to keep themselves on the payload, because once they get off the payload it's over. At least depending on like the how the overtime sizzles or fizzles out. Like that fire, you see that fire on the top? Like once that, as time goes or time progresses, like at first when the overtime is initiated, it drops slowly, right? But as the fight continues, it drops faster, like blah, it's like almost instantly. So like pushing people off the payload is a good tactic to make the enemy team feel awkward and scared. That could possibly ruin their decision making. Ooh, the satellite vector. Finish the fight there. Our time to push with 3 minutes on the bank. I like to open up with Widow. I like to play Widow a lot, just because, like, dude, it's such a long sightlines that you have. And real quick, Widowmaker has been nerfed to the ground. If you see a Widowmaker missing a lot, well, that's because like her character is designed to have 99% intention and 99% influence. So that means like you're missing shots. What you're actually doing is, I mean, all of those lucky shots or all those simulated shots in the game that you were supposed to hit, the game registers it but forces you to miss, and those hits are transferred onto the other DPS or to the tank. Now, because people hate being killed by Hanzo and Widowmaker so much so that Blizzard had to implement something for it to be balanced. But anyway, let's continue. Widowmaker versus Shields? Not a good thing. I'll go for the flank and see if I can hit something. I don't hit anything. I'm just missing shots. Okay. Me as Widowmaker, I can't die. Like, dying as Widowmaker is like just losing all pressure on the field. Your mere existence is just value, so don't die again. We live! Oh my goodness, and we're running. I feel like we're gonna die, so I stick here with the D.Va. Again, coming across with the general good idea is to die with their team. Okay, and we were able to pick off the Moira during that situation, so the Moira has to walk from spawn all the way to her team, and this gives us an opportunity to push without the Moira healing them. But it's such a small window. The Moira is back. No, I died. We burned almost 2 minutes, and we're down to a minute. But at least they used Bob. The enemy team has used Bob. We used Satellite Vector, but that's okay. We lost Mech, and the enemy team is pushing. Uh-oh. I switched to Pharah because so many shields. I should have gone Echo. Oh yeah, I should have gone Echo. Echo has sticky grenades and she has spam and she deals a lot of damage. We got the Nanoblade coming in, kills 2, 3, and a 4th. He is frozen and dead. Oh my goodness, our Genji is dead, but the enemy team has 3 down. Are we able to do this? The Ramacha ultimates, and we do the ultimates. We use 2 ultimates versus 1, and the Ramacha is going away. He's running. Now we have the ability to push the payload, and the Discord is devastating to tanks, man. When there's a Discord on me as ball and the Zenyatta's holding it down on the ball onto me, I feel like not playing. I don't feel like playing. Here we go. We're almost there. Alright. Hope you learned something from this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked the video, please leave a like. Subscribe for more. Thank you.